promise you that you'll never meet another person as mentally tough as you in your entire life.
And they got us looking up to artificial clouds. Artificial clouds. Artificial clouds.
So there have been a lot of NIL deals, big NIL deals signed here in the last year. And I just want to point out some things, some flaws that I see. And maybe some of you guys that come along in the future will see this and you'll be able to navigate this space a little better. So let's take a look at this excerpt from Fox 9 about a two-sport athlete that has 70 endorsement deals right now.
Miller with Fox television stations, and today I have the pleasure of being joined by a two-sport athlete, a star with Norfolk State University, Raekwon Smith. He is both a track star and football player for the team. So Raekwon, thank you again today for joining me, and I'll get right into it. So we're talking about NIL deals, and let me ask you, how did you learn about NIL deals?
When it first started July 1st, 2021, didn't know too much about it. I was probably the late person to it. I got on social media probably 4 hours before it's about to start, and I didn't know too much about it. I went on Instagram, went on Google, just searching it up, trying to figure out what is NIL, why is it so big, what is going on, because I was just in my room just chilling and listening to music, and when I was reading into it, basically...
Okay, so I'm not going to keep stopping this thing, but just in the first minute, I want you to pay attention to the way that this young man articulates himself. Pay attention to the way he articulates himself. And what I want you to consider is he putting himself in the right positions in these contracts with these companies and corporations, yet he's unable to articulate himself adequately in this interview.
Saying you get paid for marketing yourself with different companies and just embracing yourself and your marketing yourselves. And I felt like I was already doing that already, but just won't get paid for it. So I just feel like that was gonna be a big opportunity for me, and I took advantage of the opportunity that was given.
No, it sounds good. And after you learned about NIL deals, did you start reaching out to companies? Like, did you research companies? Were there specific organizations you had in mind that you wanted to have endorsement deals with, or did companies reach out to you? How did that process work?
So when it first started, I reached out to like 100 companies, trying to see what was going to happen, would they reach back out, would they DM me back, would they email me back. Luckily, 3 did DM me back, and 2 of us rejections, and 1 was approved by Smart Cups. Smart Cups is like a hydration cup where you put water inside it, and it got like different types of stuff in the bottom. You swirl it up, and you drink it in the morning before practice, or go for a run, or go for a jog. And that was the first one that was given to me. Then part-timers. A week later, I signed with Freddie Barry, an agency, where he came to me and said, "Well, I can help you focus on. You ain't got too much. You ain't worry about NIL so much. You can focus on school, focus on track, focus on football, focus on just a hobby, just doing stuff in life. So I can take care of the NIL part, and you can worry about school, so you ain't got to worry about doing all the contracts, worry about what's money, the deals."
But this is the problem I have with the NIL structure. There's no parameters set in place to protect these athletes from being exploited, because what's going to essentially happen is they're going to come into 70 NIL deals, and I'm not bashing this young man at all, but you come into 70 NIL deals and essentially you are being exploited by some form of representation, some agent basically, who is going to control your likeness the same way the university controlled your likeness, monetize your efforts where the NIL deal is structured for you to monetize your own efforts. And they're going to position it to you in a way where I'm going to take this burden off your shoulders. Since when is making money from your efforts a burden? So that's something these athletes are going to have to pay attention to and really be cognizant of when these organizations come to you and try to represent you. It's just another form of agency and exploitation that you're signing up to, which the NIL was put in place to circumvent.
If it was bad for you, let me handle that and while you folks in school. So that's what we came in place and help really change more of me just my time management. Don't have to really crunch everything together.
Yeah. And
This is what you do. Because I know that college age kids are more tapped into pop culture. It's a 360 deal. A 360 deal is where everybody, where you're the star attraction, but everybody around you is getting paid off of your efforts, and you're getting a fraction of what you generate. That's what this sounds like.
how many NIL deals do you have currently?
70.
Oh, wow. Okay. Okay. Yeah, because I was curious about that because I noticed on your social media handle you have King of NIL. So, given how many endorsement deals you have, you definitely earned that moniker. So that's stuff. That's great. And in terms of the NIL deals, endorsement deals that you have you received any financial advice
Hello.
from either your agent or advisors on ways to save or invest the money you made from endorsements?
Well, saving is a big part of my family. Like, we know how to save already. My mom taught me how to save, and I just feel like saving it's just a common sense thing. You want to save money because you never know
Bro.
what's gonna happen later in life. And when it comes to saving, when it comes to taxing, I ask my agent a little bit how I do this, how I do that. I ask my mom how I do.
If you're gonna have this many NIL deals, he should sign an NIL deal with a financial advisement firm. That's what he should do, and that's the position his agent should have put him in. But I can almost guarantee that he hasn't done that because a financial advisor would look into the numbers and realize that he's being exploited. Second thing about just the mindset of a young college athlete. Look at the frames in these two different shots. The interviewer, his frame is clean. His background is a solid wall. This young man is on a webcam, probably either on his laptop or on a desktop, and his background is his bedroom. His bed's not even made. And I'm not talking negatively about him, but it just speaks to the understanding of the business aspect of what he's actually involved in. This man has 70 endorsements while he's a college student, but doesn't understand that this interview is going to be on the internet forever, and he needs a clean background to present himself in the right way. I mean, let alone the wardrobe choices, but that just gives you behind the curtain view of the mindset.
I'm still getting used to it. I just turned 21 yesterday, so I'm still learning the basics of how
Just 21.
to maneuver the money and just how to do my taxes on my own while asking other people.
Yeah, that's very smart.
Come on now. I know you work for Fox 9, but you really gonna let this 21-year-old young man say that he's figuring out how to do his taxes on his own? Message. Hello.
And obviously, happy belated birthday to you, just turning 21. So my next question is, what's been the response from, either teammates or other peers in college sports? Like, have any of your teammates or other athletes you may know from other teams come up to you or ask you about the NIL process?
When it comes to other student athletes around the country, like Power 5, D2, D3, they ask the same questions. How did they get started? How can they get started? What do they got to do? How can they get NIL deals? And at the end of the day, I want to help everybody I can help, so I try to reach back out to everybody, can reach back out to, and help them get NIL deals too as well. Like Jack Bettis, Jack Bettis, I helped them, start building his platform, building his brand, and now he's succeeding in he had D3 school, so he's succeeding now with his NIL deals, and just other people like another dude. You go to Temple, I help them start out what you need to do, and I just help different people with my one-on-one sessions, my Zoom classes, or just me just getting in the back, just trying to reach out to them, just help them, because some people don't know where to start.
Okay, I'm gonna end this video here, but shout out to this young man. You're exceptional, man. I wish you nothing but the best and continued success. I hope you get 140 NIL deals by the end of next year. With that being said, in these young student athletes' lives, you have to push financial literacy. And not only financial literacy, you have to be a bridge to put them in contact with people who can serve them and serve their best interest. We just watched 2 and 3 minutes of a young man basically say to an elder man who was interviewing him that I'm being exploited. I have no idea how to file my own taxes. I have no idea how to conduct my own business. And the man just smiled and kept right on interviewing him. That's a part of the problem. We're going to end this video here. I'll catch you on the next one. It's free game.